Welcome to Mortgage on My Mind, where we take the mystery out of mortgages and make dreams of home ownership a reality. I'm Natalie Salins, a top 1% mortgage broker with 20 years of experience, based right here in sunny Los Angeles. If you've ever wondered about pre-approvals, appraisals, or what loan product is right for you, don't worry, I've got Mortgage on My Mind, so you don't have to. Each week, I'll bring you expert advice, real-life stories, and insider tips to help you navigate California's competitive real estate market with confidence. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or just curious about how it all works, this podcast is for you. So let's talk mortgages, demystify the process, and make your real estate goals a reality. Ready to get started? Let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome to Mortgage on My Mind. Today we have Sean Brunske. Brunske or Brunske?
We're going to go with Brunske.
Brunske! I'm so happy I asked. Fantastic. He is a real estate associate and investment specialist with RE/MAX Champions in Upland, California, with more than 25 years of experience serving clients across Southern California and Arizona. In addition to being a top producing agent, he is a HomeVestors franchise owner focused on providing solutions for complex property situations. Sean is also recognized as a Real Trends verified professional with expertise spanning residential sales, commercial real estate, property management, and investment strategy. So thank you so much for being on today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Before we get into what one of your specialties of Modular, which I can't wait to talk about, what is HomeVestors?
I'm sure everybody has seen the billboard signs, whether it's been in Southern California or across the country. And the billboard sign says, "We buy ugly homes."
Okay, I don't know it.
That's what HomeVestors is. That's the corporate name. HomeVestors sounds nice and sleek, but in reality, that's our niche. We buy ugly homes.
We buy ugly homes.
And so we have franchises. We have 1,200 franchises all over the country, and I'm one of them. So we have an LA Orange County franchise, which I have, and then I also have a San Bernardino Riverside franchise. So I have two of them here in Southern California. And basically, we send out hundreds of thousands of postcards every month. And if you're an investor out there, or you have a rental property, you probably got one of my cards in the mail, and it says, "Would you like to sell your home for cash, as is, no commissions, with tenants," whatever it is.
Got it. Sure.
Us. And so we're America's #1 home buyer. We buy more houses than anybody.
No way.
Yes. And we solve problems. I'll give you a couple quick examples.
Yeah.
This is a good one. This is one of the best stories because, real estate investor, you take advantage of us. No, we don't, because if we did, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in prison. We solve problems. So I had a lady in Riverside. She called me frantically. My brother suffered a stroke. They say he's going to die. How fast can you buy this house on power of attorney? So she could sign while he's alive. She could sign the documents. I pull up title. We have house in foreclosure. I have IRS liens. I have state of California liens. I have Southern California Edison bills that haven't been paid in years. It's a nightmare. In 2 weeks, I got everything negotiated. I closed escrow on the house and got all his debt taken care of. He didn't die. He actually lived.
Oh, wow.
And the doctors, and so here's the letter that he wrote. 3 pages, but I'm going to read you this. "After enduring the stroke and subsequent stay procedure and for 90 days of my life, I'm so grateful to God Almighty for the efforts that both of you made." It was my assistant as well. "Sean, in accomplishing the miraculous events regarding my home in Riverside. And to think that one of the nurses told my sister, Irene, that early on they didn't know if I was going to be able to live, walk, talk, or even write this letter, and I'm doing it right now." That's a true miracle.
Wow.
That's the miracle of life. That's the miracle of real estate. That's the miracle of HomeVestors, of somebody like me that doesn't say, "Oh, it's a lot of hassle. I have to call the IRS. I have to call the state. I got to call Edison. I got to negotiate all these things." I just jumped in. I took care of business. I bought the house, took all that debt off his weight, And now he's alive. And now he's up in Idaho
Right.
living with his sister. And he doesn't have the stress of hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt and IRS liens. So there's the beauty of an investor story for you.
Wow. Amazing. Very cool. And how is it the biggest? What are your numbers? How is it the biggest in the country?
Just because we have 1,200 franchises across the country.
Oh, it's
So
franchise.
yeah, so there's 1,200 of me all over the country. I'll give you an example. Like I got some buddies in Kansas City. They buy 500 homes each per year.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like one franchise. Now it's a different market, right? So they can buy homes between $50,000 and $100,000. And what they've done with those houses, they don't flip them. They've created a rental portfolio, which then has created a fortune for them. And every house they buy, they fix up and they just rent out. They don't flip like I do. I can't really rent out here because the price points are ridiculous now, as we all
Yeah.
know. But so I'm In-N-Out Burger and just flip them and move on with my money. And I take my money and I invest in other things. But across the country, there's other franchises that they could buy anywhere from 500 to 1,000 houses annually.
Crazy.
They got teams and stuff to help them accomplish that, but it's real life because look, at the end of the day, you have older people typically that they're tired of the rentals or they're tired of tenants or whatever the issue is.
Yeah.
They say, look, I'm done. Cash me out. I don't want to deal with realtors. I don't want to pay commissions as is. And we do it. We just come in, give them a fair price. If it works, then we do a deal.
And you obviously just give them cash. So
Yes.
you have okay. Got it. Interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Very cool.
it's exciting. You meet a ton of people. Everybody's got their own story. A lady in Hesperia I met, she called me up. She goes, look, I know the deal. I could hire a real estate agent, make an extra $100,000, but I have a job in Dallas that starts in 2 weeks. I need to be in Dallas in 10 days.
Yeah.
How much money can you give me and how fast can you give it to me? And on that deal, we got creative because I said, look, for me to get a loan, it typically takes 2 weeks to get a hard money loan sometimes. But if you'll let your loan stay in place, I will give you a cashier's check for, I don't know, whatever it was, 80,000 or 100,000 like tomorrow. As long as the pre-loan checks out and you're clear. And I gave her the money and she was like in shock. She goes, I can't believe this happened this fast. I go, it just happened. And so I gave her that money and now I checked in with her recently. She's in Dallas. She got the job. She's been doing great. She used that money to go buy another house. And then I fixed up her house and I sold it within 30 or 60 days, paid off her loan, and everybody's a winner. She won. I won. There's a new homeowner in the house. Everybody, benefited.
Amazing. Very good. Very good. Very interesting.
Yes.
And then you took that house, you fixed it up and flipped it?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about modular homes, what they are. I had said manufactured. Pretty simplistic and ignorant of me to say. But so tell us the difference between modular and manufactured, and then give us like a breakdown of what exactly is a modular home, a prefab, right?
Correct. You got it. So there's all kinds of language out there. Look, from day one, it was always manufactured, right? It's the typical homes in a trailer park. I'm not being mean or anything because people live there and stuff, and that's fine. But the homes are built with 1x1, instead of 2x4s, it's 1x1. It's thin. They're put on a trailer and just delivered. And you see it like when these tornadoes hit, they just get destroyed like toothpicks, right? They're not very well made. Modular is actually built better than a single family house. And why do I say that? Because we do have to truck them down on trailers. So they have to meet a requirement of traveling at 55 miles an hour down the 5 freeway from our plant, which is up north in Patterson, California. And so when that house comes, it comes with everything built inside. It's spectacular. So the flooring's in, the kitchen's in, the bathroom's in, the lighting fixture, everything's in.
Wow.
So it's all there. You pick anything you want, you pick it out, pick the colors. It's built in our factory, and then it's delivered to the project. And at the project, what do we have to do? We have to grade it. We have to get the underground plumbing ready, the electric, if there's going to be gas. We have a foundation, maybe the driveway. All that stuff is built at the same time that we're building it in the factory. Now, here's the beauty. We can build these homes. If we weren't busy, we're busy. But if we're busy, we could build a single family home in 2 weeks or less. And that's hard to believe that I'm saying that.
That's crazy.
We-
But
we-
that's only if the land is already set up for it, right?
Correct. We will probably build the house faster than getting the land done. Yes. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So if
So-
you get just a lot, somebody buys a lot and is, I want to put a modular or prefab on here. How long does that take to actually get water and gas and electric onto this piece of land, onto the property? What is that process like?
Okay, let's just talk about Altadena because that's where I'm rolling right now to try to help
Oh,
out
yeah, I bet.
the people that
Yeah.
lost their homes. And
Yeah.
in the Palisades, we do have some clients out there that we've provided some bids to for modular housing. And it's not coming out of my mouth. I'm just telling you, LA County Building and Safety, they've been at the Altadena events and they told everybody, look, if you want to get into your house fast, we recommend that you go modular. It's like sitting there puzzled. I'm not puzzled because I know it's fast. Because when we put our plans together, we send them to the state. So our houses are state approved plans. When I submit those to the county of LA, they can't red mark them. They can't change them. As long as everything checks out on the setbacks of that lot, we're good
Yeah.
to go. So that speeds up the process, number one. Number two, as for getting the lot ready, truly, it doesn't take long. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, but look, you're going to grade the property. I know the house burnt down, but let's just say we're going to put new water lines, new sewer lines. It's just a matter of the backhoe digging it out to the street and getting that stuff done. And that truly can be done in like a 30-day window, start to finish. And look, and houses are going up in Altadena right now, stick built. They're going. It's a great thing to see. Thank God. It
Yeah.
took forever to get permits, but houses are going up in the air, everybody. It's a good positive thing.
Wow.
But modular can beat that deal is what I'm trying to tell you. Rick Caruso with Steadfast LA, he got, I think, I don't know, 10 or 15, maybe 20 modulars to set on Altadena lots for people. They're just little small ADUs, but at least it gets them on their lot until they can get their house built, which may take, who knows, a year or two if they're going to go the traditional route. But should you want to go modular, we can help you out. And we can get you into houses maybe in 90 to 120 days instead of 2 or 3 years.
That's because the land is already prepped for it, a home, right?
Correct.
And what does it cost if you were to put, let's say, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the price per square footage that's going to cost you. Probably all in, you're going to be at like between $300 and $400 a square foot. And that's everything. That's the dirt getting ready. It's the single family house. It's everything. So let's just go 400. Let's go to 400.
Okay.
Do you know what single family houses are selling for in Altadena? These are the ones that survived the fire. They're old. They need to be, some of them need to be fully rehabbed. I'm just telling you, I saw the pictures on the MLS.
Right.
They're selling for $800 to $1,000 per square foot. It's a no-brainer not to go modular. Now,
It is.
if
Yeah.
you can find the stick-built guy that's going to beat that price or whatever, then that's great. But you're still going to be there. You're going to have, look, I'm not beating you up. I'm just telling you the realities of life. Remember, we
Yeah.
had two big rainstorms, right? There's a lot of lumber that was up in the air that got soaked and wet, and all that moisture soaked into all that wood. When we build our homes, it's under a big dome. There's no waste. There's no environmental concerns. Like your wood's not going to get wet. Everything is dialed in perfectly. It's built, like I said, indoors. And so when our model comes out the door, it's spectacular.
Amazing.
Yes.
Do you have any pictures you can share with us just on screen? Just curious.
I wish I
And do people
could.
get to choose like
Yes.
the tiling and the cosmetic features of everything?
You can build your own house. Dream it, we'll build it. Yes.
Got it. So it's not actually a prefab already produced kitchen, let's say. They're going to just build it someplace else based on all the cosmetic things that you want. And then it gets shipped over?
No, the actual kitchen is built within the building. Just the thing of it, this is an assembly line like a car manufacturer. We start at one end and we go straight down the line. And as we're going down the line, we're adding things to the building itself. Maybe one section is the bathroom. The next section is the master bedroom with the flooring and the ceiling and stuff like that. And then we move down the road to the kitchen area. But you get to
Okay.
pick your colors. Do you want granite? Do you want quartz? Do you want tile? What kind of flooring do you want? You want carpet? Do you want laminate? You pick out all those things and then we build it. So it's fun, right? You get to pick like a brand new house, right? But typically the builder says, okay, here's your 4 models. This is what you get. And then we'll give you some upgrades. With
Right.
this, we do have models, and I'm going to give you our website. It is,
Okay.
it's like letters first, but it's S2A Modular. So if you go to s2amodular.com, the website's going to pop
Go
up,
into it.
and we have these green lux,
Oh, yeah.
we have these luxury models that are cool. And listen, don't believe me, look at the people at Newport Beach and Malibu and any type of Lake Arrowhead, any type of high-end areas. These people are going modular because they can pick and
Yeah.
choose what they want. It gets delivered right to the site and boom, it's done. They're not bothering their neighbors with hammers and nails and noise and construction
Yeah.
people coming in and out. It's delivered, it's craned onto the foundation, and whether it's a single story, 2 story, or 3 story, it's done. Let me give you this example. Let's say we get everything permitted, everything's done, and everybody goes to work on Friday, and we have the crane set up for Saturday. So they go home on Friday night, they wake up Monday morning, and they drive down the street, and they go, oh my God, where'd that house come from? Because literally in one day, we're going to set the house. So a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,800 square foot house can be built and set on a lot in one day. And that's what happens. And now we got to tidy it up and on the inside and clean it up.
Do you build the foundation beforehand?
Yes.
Because it's on a permanent foundation, right?
Correct. On a permanent foundation, yes. And you can go 2 ways. You can just go right on the concrete if you want, normal, or you can get a raised foundation, whatever route you want to go.
Raised makes it seem like modular, though, manufactured.
Yes, but it just depends on people want to go and crawl underneath or not. They don't have to, but it just depends. Everybody's different. There's no reason to crawl back underneath your house once it's there, but you have your choice. You can go right on the concrete or we'll give you a raised foundation, whatever you want. Because if you do have a raised foundation, now you got some steps to climb up, like
Right.
we can build like an old school craftsman style house, which you're gonna probably have a raised foundation. You're gonna have steps coming up to your front porch, stuff like that.
Interesting. And are the ADUs, it's the same square footage price, right? Still
Typically,
around
it
300
be a little bit cheaper because it's not going to be a big, huge house. We're not going to have a big roof. And look, we have, if when you go to our site too, and you're going to see them, we have these ADUs down to 350 square feet. Now, the beauty of that one is you walk into this little area. I'm going to give you an example of the model we have up at Patterson. But you have this couch sitting there in this little open room, like a little studio area. But then you can be entered down the hallway, and there's a full kitchen, like a galley kitchen. Hang a left, and there's a full bathroom. You're like, oh, this is cool. Then you walk back out, and you go, where do you sleep? If you go over to the couch, we have a Murphy bed in the wall, and you just pull the Murphy bed, and now you're living. Now, for 1 or 2 people, it's tight, but that's it. And that's all you get. It's a small little ADU. But for a teenager or for a tenant or your mother-in-law or whatever, they have their own little space. They have a place to live. They have a kitchen. They have a shower, a
Sure.
stackable laundry, and you're good to go. And if you want to simplify your life for 350 square feet, we can accommodate you.
Right. Amazing.
Everybody in Altadena that we've talked to, they love the idea, but you know what they say? Where can I see one? I go, unfortunately, you have to drive up 5 hours to Patterson up the 5 freeway to take a look, or I got tired of listening to that story. I bought a model home. It's getting delivered in March in Altadena, and that'll be our showcase so that people can come by, touch, feel,
Sure.
walk inside, and go, hey, once you get inside, you're like, wow, this is spectacular. And it's going to be. And even the outside, it's good looking. What I'm getting is a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, about 900 square foot model coming down to sit in
900.
Altadena
Okay.
so that people can look, and you can go up to 4,000, 5,000.
So it's a lot that you already bought?
It's a neighbor that we saw this vacant lot. It's actually a lot behind a house. It's on Woodbury. It's a busy street in Altadena. And we approached her and we said, "Hey, Gwen, look, this is what we're all about. We're trying to help out people in Altadena. Can we like rent your lot to put this model home on it?" So we're like in the midst of locking up the lease. Here's what we're going to probably do. We're going to probably leave that one there and then build another one. She has a next door neighbor, or she has another house next door. And then we're going to end up building these houses for her, and there'll be rental income for her.
Oh, you're gonna leave it and you'll what, permit it as an ADU or something?
Yeah, we'll probably just get it finalized, and at that point we're gonna have to run electric and water and hookups and stuff. But we're gonna
Right.
just have a raised foundation situation for her, and probably just leave it. Or if she wants something bigger, then we're gonna haul it off and transplant it to another property, and it'll be somebody's home someday.
I was gonna say, I guess you could just put it on a different piece of land if there's an empty piece of land or whatever and just sell it. But
Yes,
wow, that's so different.
yes,
Excellent.
yes. So the only
I want to see it for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's obviously the smartest, simplest way to get a home built because it's so hard in LA to build a home with the permits that are needed and like it's really difficult.
And I think and that's what people are realizing. And look, I'm realizing it, especially in Altadena. There's a lot of skinny lots. So they're not like the typical builder 7,500 square foot lot. You have 50 or 60 feet in front, and then it goes back a little bit. It's a nice square. There's a lot of skinny lots in Altadena. So this new law that LA County implemented is, look, we'll let you rebuild the same house, and you can be on the lot lines or whatever. But if you rebuild over 200 square feet or 10% more, then you got these real restrictions on the front of the house, the back of the house, the sides,
Right.
setbacks. And I told him, I tried to do a couple other deals. I go, nobody's going to rebuild because you had 800 square foot, 1,000 square foot houses on these skinny lots, and you got to have to stay with that same mindset.
Design. Yeah.
It's just not going to work. And so people are getting frustrated. And then I think what's going to happen is there's going to be people just walk away. Like they're not going to rebuild, but hopefully they'll meet me. They'll see me in town. They'll go, "Okay, Sean, and this is what I'm offering. I'll buy your
Sure.
lot. I'll build your house for you. If you got insurance money and you don't want to deal with the construction side, I'll build it for you. Or we'll do a joint venture. You put the lot up for sale. I'll bring in the modular, and then we sell it. We split the profits. And if you just want just an ADU just to get back onto your property, we can accommodate that until you figure out what you want to do next." So,
That's a great idea. Yeah.
yeah,
How long does it take to build?
like I said,
Like
you
that
can build it.
process, if he says, okay, let's do it, how
Let's
long
do
does
it.
that then take?
So let's talk about my deal. Let's just talk about my model home. So I just started towards the end of December. I sent out $10,000 to the company to get what's called engineering, right? They have to get it all engineered, the fire sprinklers, just everything that the state's going to need. So I did spend 10,000 up front. Then we picked out the plans. We picked out all the colors and all that stuff. And so it's going to be finished, I said like March 15th, 30, 60, maybe 75 days from start to finish. If, you can
From the start that the house is being built in this manufacturer.
Yeah,
in this
and actually, it's
manufacturer.
not even being started. I'm just giving you the time frame of. I said, "Hey, this is the model I want. I want the Yosemite 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 900 square feet." Okay, send us $10,000. I sent them the 10,000. Okay, now we got these plans back. Now, what do you want inside? What kind of flooring do you want? What kind of kitchen sink do you want? What kind? You want granite? What's the colors?
Sure.
Cabinets. And so I did all those picks, and now that's all being put together. And they told me, "Sean, you're online, or you're in line with everybody else, and we should have it finished March 15th." So 75 days, start to finish.
And do they submit permits to LA? Are they, or not yet? It gets on the land and then you ask inspectors to come out. Like how, don't you need
Yes.
permits to build all of it or not yet?
Yeah, so this is what will happen. Let's say I'm just doing this. It's going to be a model, so I don't have a lot to put it on. But let me just give you the typical thing that would happen. Once I get my plans stamped and approved by the state of California, then I would submit them and say, "Hey, I'm going to build this house on Lake Avenue, and here's my house, a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,500 square foot. It meets all the setback requirements, and here it is." At that given time, when I submit those plans, there's nothing to really argue about. They conform to that lot. They should give me a set of grading plans or a grading permit within a week or two. That fast. So then it's being built up north. In the meantime, I'm getting all my grading done. I'm getting my water hookups. I'm getting my sewer hooks up. I'm just getting all the lot. I'm getting the foundation built within hopefully that 75-day window. So in March 15th, it's trucked down and it just crane right on top and bolted and shut the front door and lock it. And you go, wow, there's a house there in one day. It's amazing. It's not ready yet. It's not fully
Right.
finalized because now we have to hook up underneath the house, all the water, the sewer,
Totally.
all that has to get hooked up. But the house itself has already been permitted. It's got state approved plans. So that's all been permitted. That's done. What's going to happen is they're going to final the occupancy by looking at the hookups of the water, turning on the water, making sure the power's on, the electrical and all that. And maybe that takes another 30, 45 days. So that's what I'm saying. Start to finish, 90 to 120, we can have you in a house.
Interesting.
Yes.
Even with permits, that's so crazy. That's
It's
amazing.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like really no other way to do it. I hate to say that, but that's
If you want to
insane.
be in a house and you got
Yeah.
kids and your insurance money is run out for an apartment, this is what I'm dealing. I listen, I hear all the horror stories. They had 12 months of like rental insurance. That's gone. They're past it now. So now they're on your couch. Your friend's sleeping on your couch. They ran out of
Yeah.
cash. They're taking this is a sick part. They're taking the cash that they have from the insurance company to live and pay crazy rents, which is now going to take away from them rebuilding their house.
Yeah, I don't know anyone rebuilding, and I have a ton of clients. I don't sell, I do mortgages, and I do obviously, but
Yes.
I financed many homes in Altadena, and I don't know anyone rebuilding. Don't know anyone. Most of them are taking the insurance payout, paying off the mortgage, so now they don't have a lien and they don't have to worry about having a mortgage, and are just waiting to sell the vacant land or trying to decide what to do.
Yes.
But I don't actually know anyone who is rebuilding. It makes me very sad.
Let's talk about it. I got a good buddy, Lee Quaylar. He's an agent there in the Pasadena Altadena area.
I know Lee very
You know
well.
Lee? Okay, Lee.
Of course, he used to be in my office, my KW office. He was there for years. Uh-huh.
So on Facebook, he sends out like the daily, not maybe daily, but maybe weekly or monthly reports on Altadena builds. I think at least last time I saw him was only like 17 or 1800 permits were pulled. 6,000 homes went down.
Yeah, I know.
So where are the other 4,200 people? I'm just saying.
I know.
haven't
No,
met
I know. It's
4,200,
daunting.
but I met hundreds of them. They're older. They're devastated. They don't have the energy to rebuild and go through
No, of course not.
this. And so they're talking to me like, hey, Sean, just give me your best offer for my lot. I'm done. And then I'm trying to work with them and maybe, hey, let's rebuild. Let me do a joint venture to get you more money on the back end. So it's a lot of back and forth with the older crowd up there. Like they're not going to rebuild. They're just not interested in that. And look, there's people that have already done. They cashed out there in Texas and Tennessee, and they've already moved on with their lives.
Yeah.
But for
Wow.
those that are still here, or the lots that are here, I'm here to help.
Yes.
And provide
Everybody,
service.
if anyone is listening that has family or friends, it just seems too easy almost.
I know, but it's the wave of the future. I mean, it just like anything else, like with
course.
technology and machines and computers and all this stuff to rebuild and build inside a factory. I'm just letting you know, this is it. This is the new way constructions get done. And so our goal for S2A Modular is to have 35 plants all over the country so that within a 300 to 500 mile drive, developers and apartment guys, like we have a low income housing developer in San Bernardino. Our goal is to build like 4,000 or 5,000 low income housing apartments we can do that. We can do anything. Like we can build retail, office, but we can do apartments as well. And so we have a
Right.
guy that's going to have units delivered in San Bernardino this year, hopefully in December. And we're doing a big, huge affordable housing project out there with Modular.
So great.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on today and informing and teaching us all about these modular homes. They're fantastic. I've never really thought of it as an option, and it seems to be a very good one, a very reasonable good one. Yeah.
It is. It's everything. It's speed, it's affordability, it's quality, and you'll start seeing more and more of them. And, you and I will stay in touch, and I'll have you over to see my model, hopefully.
Please.
Yes, next month. And see what, hey, this is real. This thing looks terrific. And we'll help people. Look, you can finance them. So I'll build them and you get them the financing when I go to sell them. How's that sound?
I like it very much.
All right.
All right, amazing. Thank you, Sean, for being here. Everybody,
Thank you
Sean's
so much.
information is all in the below, and join us next time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to Mortgage on My Mind. If you're ready to start your mortgage journey or have any questions, I'd love to help. With 20 years of experience, I make the process as simple and stress-free as possible. Check the show notes for my contact info, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast. Until next time, I'm Natalie Salins, here to help make your real estate dreams a reality.